this was your very first visit to an annual favorite of ours, Massacre, out in Montgomery. What'd you think?
I loved it. Hall of Fame, another prime contender for Golden Chainsaw. It's going to be very hard to pick this year. The highlight of that was the twitchy nurse, which might have been one of the best performers we've ever seen in a haunt. I like the pig man. There was a ghoul who slides across the floor, and then when you see after he had pads, that was one of the cool things they had. Phenomenal set design. And every good thing you've heard about Massacre on the internet or otherwise is all true. That's an excellent haunt. Oh, and the actors aren't too intense and don't get in your face. So if you like a more mild haunt and you're going to have a good time, that's one to go to.
Anything else? Any favorite actors in there besides the twitchy nurse?
There's some acrobatics in there too.
Oh yeah, they're very good.
Pretty good.
All right, excellent.
All right.
The Massacre in Montgomery. How was it this time?
Oh, well, Massacre is one of my all-time favorite haunts. I mean, I know I've got a lot of favorites, but Massacre is one that I know this is Michael's first time, and I kept saying, you got to see the Massacre. He's been to Basement of the Dead and Evil Intentions, some of our other favorites, but Massacre is the one I wait for because they've got the whole package as far as they've got the great actors, they've got in the sets, and it's a little intense, but not real intense. It's more about entertainment factor. So it is a little different than some of these other ones as far as when you get intense ones like Evil Intentions and Basement of the Dead. But Massacre is, I don't know, it's hard to even say. I mean, it's one of those haunts I laugh through the whole thing because it's so entertaining because of the actors. The sets are fantastic. Absolutely love it. This is always one of my favorites every year. There's too many things to mention with it. I know there's a twitchy nurse. She's great. She just makes it. And it's in the beginning of the haunt, and she just makes it. But there are other actors in there too that are great. And I mean, a lot of it's kind of funny. And they did get me several times. They jumped out at you. Set design's great. They have a great a worship room, and then a church scene. Excellent. I still love the movie theater scene with where you walk through and there's a movie or something playing, and then you come outside and you see the ticket booth with the movie posters, and then the planes crashed into the building. I mean, I love that the scenes. And then there's also a new jungle scene that's in there that it's new. Excellent. Just excellent. And then, of course, I got to mention Petal the Clown. He's in there. He's great. We love him. But this one, another one, Hall of Fame, contender for Golden Chainsaw. Absolutely love it. I love it every time we go. Massacre, that's another one not to be missed. It's one of those haunts that, if you only can do a few, that's on the list. Definitely check out the Massacre. I love it.
Okay, the Massacre is one of those haunts that's great. It's intense in a certain way, but not intense as in scary. It's intense as in clever and in your face and tongue-in-cheek. There are some really intense parts that may scare some people, but there are a lot of parts where you just laugh. It's hilarious. The haunt is really good. The actors are clever and witty and just crazy. And you get very little of that shouting for you to get out type of thing. They're all creative in what they do. We love the twitchy nurse. She was outstanding this year. So good. She followed us through the whole portion of the hospital, but everybody in the hospital was good this year. It's one of the first scenes. There's a really little girl who was at the end of the hallway. She was very good. I think she was an angel in the Christmas Massacre, and she was like a nurse here. There was a guy in a straitjacket. He was outstanding. But so many. The sort of native in the jungle scene, great. Over us, we had to duck underneath the actor to get past the scene. There's a scene with waterfalls in there. There's a giant dinosaur in there, for crying out loud. There's a giant man-eating plant. The clowns, my favorite.
Michael, the plant.
The plant, yeah.
I got him.
My favorite clown, aside from Peto's like their mascot, okay? Peto's just funny as anything, but don't get too close to him because, well, for obvious reasons, his name is Peto the Clown. But aside from that, he stinks. He really does. He likes it, but it's an acquired taste. In any case, the other clown that comes at you in the 3D part of it, there's a 3D part in the middle. I love this guy. He's got like a hatchet or an axe or anything, and he's hilarious. He's in it every year. He's great. Some of the girls, like in the clown room, are really, really good. I don't want to leave anybody out. This is like an Oscar list of thanks of everybody. It goes on and on and on. But everybody in there was really good. The church scene is great. Got Laura a couple times. Always funny. The priests, the nuns, everybody in there. The theater scene, the pig guy at the end, gotta love him. Again, I'm rattling everybody off. All the actors were great. The guy in the boiler room who looked like half his head was burned off by, hot steam or something like that. It's very long too. It's about 23 minutes long. Well worth it. Another one that lives up to the hype. Easily Hall of Fame. Go see it.
Am I out of order? Because Jim, you're going to show me first, right?
No, Jim's first. I'm starting with Jim. Because I also say Jim said.
Okay, because I'm referring to what Jim said.
No, Jim is first.
Okay, do I have to start over?
No.
Okay. So anyway, okay.
Now you have to start over.
Need the little clap thing.